Introducing first, an airhead before. Now I don't know what he accompanied by himself. I think he's
accompanied by himself.
He's got the big boy with him.
Royalties for music can be insane, but I refuse to believe the royalties for the type of shit they're editing out would be really that expensive. It's not the Beatles we're talking about. It's Jive Soul Bro. What the f***? Like, it's so crazy that they edit like this. And Andre is accompanying Ted DiBiase to the ring for the main event. This big, nasty, stinking giant. And they are setting it all up. They gave you the tease, the appetizer in late 87 with Elizabeth and Hogan getting involved in the Honky Tonk Man and the Hart Foundation. Now it's on a bigger scale. We're talking world title, championship on the line. Andre is out there. Savage is going to be facing a disadvantage right out of the gate. Hogan is in the building. The Mega Powers are already buddies. Oh my God, look at her. Now all in white. White and blue for Savage and all white for Elizabeth. Jesus Christ. I know it's hard for you. It's hard for me too, Jesse. Don't give Gorilla shit. It's not his fault. Everybody has their number one, and I'm proud of mine. Elizabeth is mine. Gotta love him. Excellent camera work.
He's got to be thinking about one thing and one thing only, that this is where it all ends right here. You know, forget about the Gorilla. I'm going to lock the subject here, but if you had your pick, who would you pick, Elizabeth or Vanna White?
Elizabeth. Me too. Gorilla. Jesse just asked him point blank, which one would you pick, Elizabeth or Vanna White? And the girl's like, Elizabeth. Me too. No offense to Vanna. Vanna's a big part of my childhood as well. Here we go. Titles on the line. It's Andre the Giant versus Elizabeth on the outside of the ring. And DiBiase is a lot more rested, who's only worked 2 matches. This is Savage's 4th. He had the extra one, and that extra one had to be against the one-man gang, of all people. He had a grinder against Greg the Hammer Valentine. Oh, and there's Andre being slick right off the bat. Tripped him. They're all looking already. They all know. See, the fans know. I knew as a kid Hogan's coming out. But nope, he's not out. They're all waiting for him. Look at every single person is waiting for Hogan. And there's Savage again. Or Andre again on Savage. Yeah. This is bullshit. I mean, back in those days, they didn't do the dramatic throw him out spot. I mean, that's all Earl has to do here, is just say, yo, Andre, you have to leave. But that would not be dramatic. Enough. You need Hogan out there. I mean, DiBiase, I mean, to his credit, he was going to originally buy the title. When that fell through, he positioned himself to win this tournament, and he nearly did that. He got right to the end of it. He had Savage beat. But all that cheating karma came back to bite him.
Possibly concentrate on what you're doing inside the squared circle when you know you got that monster out there. Over the top. $1 Million Man. Look at this. Andre stepped right over him. He's protected him. Well, Macho Man can't jump from there. If he does, he's jumping right into Andre. Andre's asking him to jump. He's telling him. I don't know what he's going over.
Ah, yeah. And there is the whisper. We all know what's going to happen. Sends her away.
You know, I've seen this before, Gorilla.
Yeah.
I've seen Elizabeth run off before.
Actually, Ventura, you haven't. I'm going to be a smart here. Jesse said he's seen this before. He was not on commentary that night that the Mega Powers were formed. When Elizabeth ran away and brought back Hogan, it was Bobby Heenan and Vince for some reason. I don't know. Maybe Jesse was doing the movie or something, and he wasn't available or whatever. But I'm sure he saw it after the fact, but he's never seen it in person, and here comes Hogan. Oh, he's wearing the long boys. Hogan's got Elizabeth. Hogan's got a chair. And he's going to watch. He's just taking a beating. He had more matches, taking more punishment overall. He's got Andre up his ass. Here comes Hogan. Boom. Hogan takes out Andre. I loved that as a kid. I'm like, yeah, fuck you, man. Oh, I was so happy. Imagine if Hogan was wearing all black right now. It would be like an early look at Hollywood Hogan, but when he was still jacked.
Hogan's trying to pump up the Macho Man, but I just don't know.
Oh, big suplex. What a bump.
Macho's #1 man right now.
Macho's still kicking out. Pretty amazing that we heard Savage's music. It might be a record how many times you hear somebody's theme music in one show. With 4 matches and 4 victories, that means you hear Savage's music 8 times. Has that ever been accomplished? I guess with The Rock. Savage got him. Big flare spot coming up. Oh, Savage going for the elbow. What a finish. And he misses. Oh, what a buzzkill. That was awesome as a kid. I had not seen Savage miss the elbow before. I don't think before this match, and it blew my mind. And he's got the $1 Million Dream. After the elbow drop miss, Andre grabs the ropes. Earl's distracted. Hogan in with a chair. Double to left field right off the back of DiBiase. Savage sees the opportunity. Hopefully he understands. Look at the positioning of DiBiase. Look at this. Beautiful. Epic moment. Look at Hogan running over to get the belt away. Robin Leach is supposed to present this, and Hogan's like, no, F you. I've got it. And presents it to Savage himself. A tainted victory. What are you talking about, Jesse? Ted DiBiase's the one that caused all this. If DiBiase came out there by himself, none of this shit would have happened. So you need to shut up. Jesse's wrong. Baby faces are right in this situation. And Savage is the new champion. It was very cool for me to see this. I was like, this is really awesome. A new guy is champion. I wasn't very old at this time. I was just a kid, so my memories prior to Hogan winning the title are there, but they're not as... I don't have as many as I do of these days. And so it was just blowing my mind. I'm like, oh my God, there's a different champion. I mean, Elizabeth looks genuinely happy for him. One of my few times I really liked Hogan. I'm like, I was so happy he helped out Savage, even though you knew Hogan was going to be a dirtbag and go after his woman and lust after Elizabeth. Here it was all happiness. Savage was like, thank you, man. Hope you don't want a title shot because I don't want to give you one until maybe next year. Give it to Elizabeth. That's who deserves it. Make that person number 5 to now hold the Winged Eagle title, Miss Elizabeth. Maybe that's why I like that title so much, because she's carrying it and looks great on her. Looks just as good as her as it did on Brett.
And deserving as the Macho Man Randy Savage has paid his homage to Elizabeth and given her the respect that she so rightly deserves. Now she's hoisted up on his shoulder with the gold.
That's a good spot. It's a good shot of Hogan pointing like that. I love that. Yeah, this was one of the epic moments of my childhood, and it really tied everything together, and it made everything okay, because I was really uneasy after Hogan dropped the belt to Andre, and I didn't know what the hell, and this made it okay, you know, because I was really pissed off at DiBiase and Andre and what they've done to the title situation, and once I kind of saw what they were doing, and then I was like, oh, yeah. And it was smart. It was a way for WWE to get the belt from one babyface to another I mean, it was there. I mean, they've done this so many times before in the past, but they just used an interesting way to transition.
20,000 plus here in Atlantic City as WrestleMania 4 has come to a conclusion, and the new
You know, Ivan Koloff and Stasiak and Iron Sheik and guys like that transitioned usually from one babyface to another. But this time, DiBiase would have been that guy, but instead they did the whole tournament thing to figure this out. And it was an interesting booking direction, but it was a memorable one. And even though that WrestleMania doesn't really rank high on everyone's list, it ranks high on mine. One of my favorite WrestleManias ever, because it produced one of my favorite memories ever of Macho Man getting crowned and getting to experience his journey through the championship tournament. And of course, all 4 outfits of Miss Elizabeth. Good stuff.